Have you been denied your Social Security disability benefits for mental health? Here's what you should be doing next. Now, Social Security may have denied your disability claim on the basis that you can go back to the lightest job you held in the 5 years before you became disabled, or do other work in the national economy. Many times I find that the Social Security Administration does not pay particular attention to psychological impairments, which can be just as disabling as physical conditions. Social Security is legally required to consider psychological issues when reviewing your case. So when you apply for your benefits, you need to explain both the physical and mental health reasons why you're unable to do your past work, but other work in the national economy. Now, you need to understand that Social Security is going to be looking at anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, or cognitive difficulties from a unique standpoint. They want to understand how it impacts your ability to concentrate, handle stress, follow instructions, complete simple tasks, and get along with others in the workplace, including coworkers and supervisors, accepting criticism and even dealing with changes in your work task. Your medical record should describe how you have limitations in all of those areas that I just enumerated. It's important that we understand not only how that impacts you at home, but how it may have impacted you in the past, particularly in the workplace, or recently before you stopped work and applied for your Social Security benefits. Now, these examples will show how, for example, you react to stress, how you can focus, how you interact with others, whether you can handle those routine tasks, whether you can keep a job. And I think that one of the most effective ways to do this is to give a really good interval history to your doctor of your symptoms and your functionality in those areas that I just listed. Also, we want your provider to complete a mental residual functional capacity form, and that should be done by a psychiatrist or a licensed physician. Now, while mental health counselors and social workers can provide helpful information, Social Security will only accept certain medical opinions unless they're signed by an approved source. So if you are seeing a social worker, if you're seeing a mental health counselor, you really want ultimately the supervising physician or psychologist to sign off on those restrictions and limitations. Remember, consistency is the key here with your symptoms and your functionality found in your medical history and the forms you fill out, and of course, what's in that residual functional capacity form. Give real-life examples of how your condition interferes with your daily activities or your ability to stay on task or concentrate. Remember, it's a consistent story, a truthful story that tells the impact that your psychological symptoms are having on your ability to function. Any questions? 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.